Hello everybody, it's Jamie from Old Shipping Lines and welcome back again to a shipwreck video. Today we're gonna talk about the sinking of the SMS Cap Trafalgar, and fine German liner who in World War One had one of, I think, the most famous battles of ocean liners in that time. But with that out of the way, let's begin with this video. So let's first of course begin with her building. The passenger liner SMS Cap Trafalgar was built at the A.J. Vulcan shipyard on the Elbe River in Hamburg, Germany, for the Hamburg South America line, for the service between Germany and the River Plate. She was named after the Spanish Cape Trafalgar scene of the famous Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. A three-funneled vessel of 613 feet in length and 72 feet in beam, and she measured 18.710 gross tons and could carry nearly 1,600 passengers, 400 in first class, 276 in second class, 913 in third or steerage class. A triple screw vessel, her outer propellers were powered by two triple expansion steam engines, with the center one driven by an exhaust turbine. The mighty vessel would be launched on 31 July 1913. When Cap Trafalgar began her maiden voyage on 10 April 1914 from Hamburg for the South American ports in Brazil, Argentina and Uruguay, and she was the largest vessel traveling on the South American service and among the most luxurious. Her upper decks included a swimming pool and a cafe in a greenhouse, while her first-class halls and stairwells were full of beautiful gold filigree, and her staterooms were furnished in the highest fashion of the period. She was the epitome of elegance and Germanic engineering. But when war was declared, her career among the socialists and wealthy of the world ended. And now we go to the third and final part of the story, and that's of course her battle and sinking. When war was declared in Europe in August 1914, Cap Trafalgar was in Buenos Aires and was laid up pending orders. As already planned, the German Imperial Navy requisitioned her as an auxiliary cruiser. On 18 August she arrived in Montevideo for coal and then sailed to rendezvous at the remote Brazilian island of Trindade, 500 miles east of the Brazilian mainland, with the gunboat SMS Elber, which transferred naval officers, ammunition and armaments to the liner. At the same time, her third funnel, which was a dummy, was removed. She was armed with two 4.1-inch guns and 6 1-pounder pom-poms, named for the sound they made while firing. All manned by experienced naval personnel and given the mission to sink British merchant shipping. She was given the codename Hilfscruiser B, Auxiliary Cruiser B, and was commanded by Corvette Captain Wurf. After a fruitless initial cruise, Cap Trafalgar returned on 13 September to her secret supply base at Trinidad Island to take on fuel from German colliers. The RMS Carmania was a British ocean liner designed by Leonard Pesquet and built by John Brown and Company for the Cunard line. She was launched on 21 February 1905 and made her maiden voyage from Liverpool to New York on 2 December of the same year. Following the outbreak of World War I, Carmania was converted into an armed merchant cruiser, equipped with 8 4.7-inch guns and put under the command of Captain Newell Grant. It was at this base on 14 September that Cap Trafalgar was discovered by the Carmania, which had been sent to flush out German colliers and small warships that might be using the inhospitable island as a base against British merchant shipping. Carmania spotted the Cap Trafalgar smoke early in the morning and some hours later was able to surprise the German ship with 2 colliers in the island's only harbour. Ironically, the Cap Trafalgar, disguised as the Carmania's first battle was against the real RMS Carmania. Some accounts incorrectly allege that the Carmania was itself disguised as the Cap Trafalgar. Both the captains of the Cap Trafalgar and the Carmania had realized that to fight a successful action, their respective vessels required plenty of room. So, the captains had separately steamed several miles from the outcrop of the island of Trinidad in order to gain the space required. The Cap Trafalgar also sent out encoded German messages announcing the engagement with the Carmania at the position as 35 degrees west and 26 degrees south, with an enemy heading. Then the 2 ships turned towards each other and began to fight. The Carmania firing too early and thus allowing the Cap Trafalgar to land the first blow. The Carmania fared worse than her opponent in the ensuing 2 hours, being hit 79 times and was hauled below the waterline, and had her bridge totally destroyed by shell fire. However, as the Rage closed, her own guns began to inflict damage, and fires broke out on both ships. Sailors lining the rails and firing machine guns at their opposite numbers as the ships came within a few hundred yards of each other. Neither ship had the fire control system or ammunition hoist of a modern warship, so the action was fought in the style of Nelson's day, with ammunition being brought to the guns by hand, and the guns firing as the targets bore. Just as it seemed that the fires on Carmania would burn out of control, Cap Trafalgar veered away, lowering lifeboats as she heeled over to port. A shell below the waterline had ruptured several compartments, and the ship was rapidly sinking, although the colliers were able to pull 279 sailors from the wreck before she sank. 51 were killed in the fighting or the sinking. Other reports say 16 or 17 lives were lost, including Captain Worth. Carmania was more wounded. It was at this point that Cap Trafalgar's contemporary, the armed merchant cruiser SS Kroonprins Wilhelm, arrived, seemingly to provide the coup de grace for the shattered ship. However, the Kroonprins Wilhelm's captain feared a trap, since many ships, both German and Allied in the area, had doubtless been listening to the SOS calls of the Cap Trafalgar, which through in German code had been supplemented by messages from the Carmania with the British code. Since multiple warships were on the way to the location and the Cap Trafalgar had presumably already sunk, the captain of the Kroonprins Wilhelm turned his ship about and sailed away without firing a shot. The Carmania was barely afloat. She listed severely as fires burned and the communication and navigation equipment on the bridge were almost destroyed. She turned away and sped south, hoping to rendezvous with a British cruiser in the area. By the time she was rescued on the 15th, and she was hardly seaworthy, and most likely would have sunk if at sea for more than another day or two. The following day, the Carmania was rescued and brought into Pernambuco by other units of the Royal Navy, whilst the survivors of the Cap Trafalgar were rescued by the collier Eleonor Boerman and taken to Buenos Aires. Most were interned for the duration of the war on the Argentine island of Martin Garcia. And that is the end again of a shipwreck video. Have you enjoyed yourself? Again, I did, and I hope you learned something from this video. Of course, it's very sad to see two passenger liners who were actually built for peacetime, for people to enjoy themselves, that they actually destroyed each other. But that is the reality of war, that was the reality of war in that time. But again, it's sad to see two beautiful ships destroy each other. But one thing I quickly wanted to say, I am going on vacation to Italy for 11 days. And that means that for 11 days there won't be content. So this doesn't mean that I will be gone forever. It just means that I will be gone for 11 days. But you can maybe rewatch the other videos I made with bad narrative. No, just joking. But if you have friends or ocean liners, if you have friends who like ocean liners or ships, please show them my channel. We are trying to reach 300 subs, and I know we can do it together. And thank you for the new people who have subscribed to my channel. It really means a lot. And for those who don't know, we have a Discord server. And we talk about ocean liner stuff and ships in there. And we are looking for new members. So if you want to join, I will leave a link in the bio. Guys, that will be all then. I will see you then after 11 days. And have a good night or day wherever you are. And we will see each other on the next video then. Goodbye.